Welcome to Lanai Wine Story. We're going to do a little cooking for you. And tonight I'm going to make, we have some Brussels sprouts, which I've halved. And I'm soaking in water here, salted water. And then bacon. We're going to render the bacon. So we're going to make Brussels sprouts with bacon, and I'm going to cook the Brussels sprouts in the bacon fat. And then I also have some mushrooms, and I have a pot of water. I'm going to make some angel hair pasta, and we'll have mushrooms and garlic to cooking the bacon. And what I've done is I've cut it into about 1-inch pieces. And what I like to do is I like to put it in the fry pan and render it, get the fat out, and then I'll transfer it to a pan and bake it in the oven a little bit just to finish it off. So I'll come back when we're ready to do that. Okay, so we're gonna continue with our Brussels sprouts and bacon. And here's some rendered bacon fat. I'm gonna put this in this pan. This is the same pan that I cooked the bacon in. Now I've soaked the Brussels sprouts and I dried them off. And so what my function is now to try to get them into the frying pan. This is always a challenge. There we go. So I've got this about medium heat, and I'm gonna just saute these up. And in the meantime, let these cook up. In the meantime, I've chopped up some garlic, and I love garlic. I mean, garlic keeps you healthy. It keeps the vampires away, and it keeps, colds and stuff like that from coming. So I love to eat a lot of garlic. So here I have some big criminies that I've cut into maybe, this kind of size. There's my garlic. And so here I have another pan, and this is for the pasta. So I'm gonna make an angel hair pasta with garlic and mushrooms. I wipe that out. I've got this on about medium heat also. I will use my bacon fat. Get the mushrooms going. And the garlic. Now I wish you could smell that, because that has a lovely earthy, garlicky kind of smell to it. Wonderful. And add a little more bacon fat to that. Perhaps turn it up a little bit. Now we can go back to these, stir them around a little bit. Now in the meantime, you're probably asking, well, what did you do with the bacon? Well, I put the bacon in the oven. It's cooking at about 325. You don't want it overly cooked, so keep your eye on that. Now we can do some seasoning. And you can see here, we're getting some nice brown going on, browning. So salt. And pepper. Now, as much as I love garlic, I'm not going to put garlic in the Brussels sprouts because we have a lot in the mushrooms. But now we can toss this around. And this we want to just get, you know, nicely cooked but not overly cooked. So we want to really take care of that. However, the Brussels sprouts, we really want to try to get a brown on them. So we'll get the heat going, and we'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay.
To the Brussels sprouts, I've added a little balsamic vinegar, and I'm going to toss those around and let that cook off. I'm going to also add a little butter to that. Just because I love butter. And then also, I'm going to add some butter too. And here I added some pimento olives. And we got some butter in there. Alright. So we'll let these cook down a little bit. Now, once again, this is garlic, crimini mushroom, and I put in some Spanish olives. And here we have our pasta. So I'm going to turn that off, and we're going to drain that. And actually, this I can turn off. This I'm going to turn down. So we're almost ready to plate. So if I can get to the sink, then I can drain the pasta. There we go. We'll put that back there. Lid on it. Turn this off. That's off. And then this is off. Okay. This will continue to let Alright. So we're ready to plate, and when I bring it to the table, we'll present.